Hello guys, welcome to another video in the series of coding. Today we're going to solve the problem which is called largest value in each level. So it's an easy level problem. Let's quickly discuss it. So given a binary tree, you have to find the largest value in each level, right? So for example, in the level 0 you have only one node, and 1 is the largest value. In the next level, which is level 1, you have 2 nodes. Out of 2 and 3, the maximum is 3, so you have to output 3. Let's see the next example. In the 0th level you just have 4, so 4 is the answer. In the next level, between 9 and 2, the maximum is 9, so 9 is your answer. In the next level, between 3, 5 and 7, 7 is the maximum value, so 7 is your answer among these 3 nodes. Okay, now there are a lot of ways to do it. You can do a level order traversal, you can do one by one, you can traverse these, or you can do a simple traversal, right? First you call the node and then you call its children, and then at each step when you are calling the function, right, to traverse the nodes, you can keep one variable level. So for example, when you are at level 1, you can compare these 2 nodes and you can check. Okay, so let's see the code and then it will be much more clearer. So we have declared answer. So what we are going to do, we are going to return answer, and before returning answer, so we are just traversing. Okay, so let me call a simple function. Let's call it traversal. You are going to traverse the root, you are going to traverse all the nodes, and then you will have a variable level. So initially your level is 0, so first I will pass 0, and we will be changing levels accordingly, right? So this will be a void function and it's called traversal. It will take 2 parameters, one is root and one is level. Okay, now let's write the base condition. So base condition is very simple. If you reach null, right, you can just return. There is nothing to iterate. Okay, otherwise, see, you will call this function and what you will do, let's say you are at current root, right? Now let's say you are calling the child of it, so you are calling the left root of it. Again you are recursively calling this function. So the simple logic is just increment the level by 1. Okay, for example, if this node is at level 1, their children will be at level 2 and so on, right? So this is the simple logic. Now I'll write the same traversal for the roots right child also, and level will again increment by 1. Okay, now see, there's just a simple logic. For example, when you are currently starting, right, there is nothing in the answer, so you can just push 4 because initially there is nothing in the answer, so we'll just push 4. Okay, now you go to the next node. Again at the first index, at the first level you don't have any node, so you'll just push 9. Okay, similarly at the second level you just go, there is nothing in the answer, so you will just push 3. So next time when you traverse 5, which is at the same level as 3, you will compare 5 and 3. Since both are at the same level, at the level 2 you already have 3. Now you will compare 5. 5 is greater than 3, so you will store 5. That is a simple logic. So let's see. So what we are going to do, so first we will give a simple condition, right? So what is the condition? If first of all level is less than answer size, right, in that condition you have to just check if the value of the current root, right, if the root's data, if that is greater than the already stored value at that level, right? If that is the case, then in that case what you can do, at that level you can just change the answer, because the question asks you to give the maximum value at each level. Okay, else, so this is the condition. If level is less than answers dot size, then you can compare. But if there is nothing to compare, right, then in that case what you can do, you can just simply push the node. So answer dot pushback roots data. That's it. This is the simple code. We can submit and see. It will be O of n time and space complexity, space because of the recursive stack. Okay, so that's it. We'll do a simple dry run. It's working for all the test cases. Let's quickly do a dry run and it will be clearer. Okay, so let us start. So we are starting with the first node, right? So there is the traversal function that we are calling. Let me write trav for short, and we are calling with the node 4. Okay, currently we are calling with the node 4 and the level is 0. This is the level and this is the node. Okay, so we will enter into this traversal function. Now first we are checking if the root is null. Root is not null, so what we will do, we will check if level is less than answer size. So level is 0 and answer size is also 0. So 0 is less than 0, this condition is false, right? So you will just, what you will do, simply you will push in the answer. So you will enter into this else case. So you have an answer vector, right? So you have an answer vector, and in the answer what we will do, in the answer I will just push the value which is 4. Okay, after pushing the value in the answer, I will call the function on my left and right child. Okay, so let me quickly call the function on the left child. First I will call the function on my left child. So I will call the traversal function on the node 9 and I will increment the level. Level is equal to level plus 1. So level will become 1 now. Now I will enter into the same condition, is root null, root is not null. So I will enter into the next condition, is level less than answer dot size. What is level? Level is currently 1. What is the size of answer? Size of answer is also 1. So this condition is false, so I will enter into the else condition. I will just push the node 9 and I will go forward, right? So I am pushing 9 in answer. Now I will traverse my left child. So what is my left child? Left child is 3. So I will again enter into this recursive function call. I will call the function on the root 3 and it is at level 2. Again I will check, is the root null? Root is not null. So I will go into the next condition, is level less than answer dot size. What is level? Level is 2. What is the size of answer? Answer size is also 2. So this condition is false. 2 is less than 2 is false because 2 is equal to 2. So I will enter into the else case. So I will just push 3 in my answers data, right? I will just push 3 and I will call the left child. Now my left child of 3 is null, right? So when I call, I will simply return. So I will come into the next statement. Next time I will call my right child. Now right child of 3 is also null. So both my children are null. So I can just return from here. So I will return from here means I am going to backtrack. So I finished this entire piece of code. Now I am going to backtrack. So when I backtrack, what I am going to do? I am going to come back to the function call of the node 9. Now from the function call of this node, I had called my left child, but right child is still remaining, right? So I will call my right child. I will call my right child. And what is my right child? My right child is 5. So I will first time call the node 5 and I will pass my level. Level is 2, right? So when I do this, I will first check if root is null. Root is not null. So I will enter into this. I will check if level is less than answer dot size. Now it's interesting, right? What is the level? Level is 2. What is the size of answer? Answer is having 3 nodes. So 2 is less than 3, right? That means I have already stored at level 2. I already have some value. So I will check this. What is the roots data? Roots data is 5. Currently we are at node 5. Now if 5 is greater than answer of level, what is level? Level is 2. Is 5 greater than the node already stored at the second index, so which is 3. So we are going to basically check if 5 is greater than 3. 5 is greater than 3 is true, right? So at the second position, instead of 3, I will remove 3 and I will store 5. So that's how I will get the maximum value, right? So this line of code, so answer of 2 will be equal to 5. Okay, that's it. So now after this is executed, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call my left and right children. Now both my left and right children for 5 are null. So I will just return, right? I will call the function and I will return. So when I return, all my function calls are finished for the node 5. So I will backtrack from here and come back into the function call of node 9. Now for the node 9, we have again finished. We call the left child, we call the right child. We have again finished all the iterations, right? So what we are going to do now, we are going to backtrack from here also. Once we backtrack from here, we come back to the function call of node 4. From the node 4, we have called the left child. Now we are left and we are going to call what? We are going to call the right child, right? So we are going to call the right child. So let's call the right child. So when we call the right child, I am going to call the node 2, right? So I am going to call the node 2 and 2 is at level 1, right? 2 is at level 1. So I will check what is the current level. Level is currently 1. Is 1 less than 3? Yes, 1 is less than 3. 3 is the answer size. Okay, that means at level 1 I have already stored some nodes. So what I am going to do, I am going to compare, is 1 greater than 9? Is 1 greater than 9? Okay, so let me check. If the data of the root, which is what, which is 2, the data of the root is 2. So I will check, is 2 greater than 9? 2 is not greater than 9, right? So I will not make any change here. So I'm checking if 2 is greater than 9. If 2 would have been greater than 9, I would have changed the value here, but 2 is not greater than 9. So what I can do, I can just call my left and right children. So I will call my left child, which is null. I will call my right child. Right child is 7. So I am going to call the function with the node value 7. Let me write it properly. So the value of the node is 7 and the level is 2. Okay, so I will again check what is the level. Level is 2. 2 is less than answer size. Answer size is 3. So what I am going to do, I am going to enter into this if condition. What is the data? Roots data is 7. what is the level? Level is second. So at the second level, currently the node stored is 5. So I'm checking if 7 is greater than 5. Of course 7 is greater than 5. So what I'm going to do, if 7 is greater than 5, that means at the second level I should store 7. So I will store 7 instead of storing 5, right? So I will store 7. So this is how I'm going to store 7. And after storing 7, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call the left and right children, but both are null. So I'm going to backtrack. So I will backtrack from this function call, and all function calls. So this is a simple dry run of the code, and my final answer vector has 497, which I will return. Okay, thank you.